not designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers, allowing parents to learn about many possible ways to heal. This includes presenters covering progressive topics such as afterlife evidence and connecting with children who have passed. The views expressed by our guest speakers may or may not reflect the opinions of Helping Parents Heal leaders and members, so we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
It's always a hard act to follow, Miss Beautiful Carol. But it's my honor to be introducing Fara Gibson. And I first got to tell you how I first met her. I had just shown up at the Helping Parents Heal conference in August, and I was bringing my books into the bookstore. I never met Fara or even really knew who she was. And all of a sudden I realized I was standing next to, first I felt the energy of her. She's just a constant channel of angelic guidance. And I turned and she was maybe a foot from me, and she just started talking the way she does. And that little 5-minute interlude knocked me off my socks energetically. I couldn't believe how powerful she was. And I remember walking out of that bookstore going, wow, whoever she is, I want more. So today, you all get more. Fara Gibson began to give specific message to people here in the physical world from their loved ones in heaven in her late teens. She remembers watching television as a teen and seeing Sylvia Browne and John on their shows or on the Montel Williams Show and thinking, whatever disease it is that John and Sylvia have, I have the same one. They made her feel normal because they were the first mediums she had seen with ability like her own. Through these experiences, she was able to begin giving messages that were life-saving. Please visit Fara's website, faragibson.com.
Thank you, Sue.
Over the rainbow, way up high. Anyways, I just wanted to let you know.
Oh, yes, yes.
Hi, you guys. I'm honored to be here, and I'm so happy that each and every one of you guys came out of here. And I love that you're getting to live stream this too. I don't know what's going to happen today. Let's see, right? I do want to let you guys know just a few things before I start making connections. Number one, every single one of your children is in this room today. Even if I don't go to you, your children are here helping me make connections for the people who need it in this moment, for whatever reason that is. So please have faith that your kids are here. Yeah, I know that probably each and every one of you pleaded with them on the way here to make sure you come through. Come on, get your shit together, right? Sorry, I'm cussing. So please know that they're listening. And they are here, just like you asked. And it may not always be in the way that you asked them, okay? Just so you know. Couple things, you're gonna hear me say a lot. I call it my heavily Tourette syndrome. You ever sit in the crowd and count how many times somebody says I used to do that until I started doing it myself. I'm gonna get pulled to you. I like your kids not to have me throw something up in the air. I like them to pull me to you. And so when I get pulled, because this is an audience, I might be like, pointing in the direction of somebody specifically. But you'll know emphatically that it's you. Give me a little hand raise. And if I'm saying something that makes sense to you, and maybe I'm going to somebody else and I'm getting the deer in the headlights look, but all of a sudden that specific thing is making sense to you, please don't feel afraid to give me a little hand raise. Not as a general thing. You'll understand what I mean if it happens to you. For some reason I need to say that. Your kids are amazing times infinity. They are the most perfect you could ever imagine them in heaven. It's us here who are broken. Don't ever forget that the strongest spirits are the ones who make the most difficult journeys, and that's you. With that being said, you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and start connecting. Unless there's any general questions about me before I start. Does anybody have a general question that they need to ask about me or this process or anything before I start? No? Because there's no mic out in the audience, when I am coming to you, if you could speak up so that others can hear, that would be awesome. If you can come at it with my energy, that'd be great. And then I'm just going to start going, you guys. And I feel like I'm still coming out into this direction. I do feel like there's a female who's coming through who makes me feel like her passing was sudden and unexpected, and she is taking me back there to you, Mom. Do you understand that? Yes. But she doesn't make me feel like she was super young, so she's got some life experience. She's telling me. She says I'm grown. She does tell me she just spoke to you not long before her passing. So she had spoken to you not long before this, correct? She's telling me not long before I passed, I spoke to Mom. Yep, so I do feel like her, and she's showing me she had seen you not long before her passing. Do you understand that? She does take you home just before she passed as well. So she was home just before this?
She lived in the same town. We actually lived in the same home. She just recently moved out.
Yes. I'm just going to come out here so that I can hear her. Sorry, is that okay? I know you're filming. Right?
I need to hear too.
She makes me feel like she was home at a home just before her passing. Do you understand that, if I say it that way?
She was at work.
But she had a separate home, correct?
Yes.
This was a big deal, she's telling me. Because I feel like we're struggling with the fact that she was at this other home. She's telling me I'm at my home just before this, so yes, there's this new home for her. And she makes me feel like you have a hard time with that. Then she's talking about leaving work. So she was leaving work at the time, correct? And she's making me feel like there's a sudden and unexpected passing for her. She's telling me I'm alone in the moment as well. So she was, why is she putting me to the side? To the side. But she's telling me she's the only one that passed, correct? And she's making me feel like there's an impact as well with this. This is like an accident. She's telling me this is not my fault. She wasn't driving, correct? Yep. Just a detail, but she's making me feel like it's not my fault. Now, I do feel like she's making me feel like we're going to the side as well. So were they going off to the side?
They hired a plane, so yeah.
She's telling me the car went off to the side on its own, is how I feel. I'm not hitting another vehicle. I feel like it's, not at first. So we're hydroplaning before we're hitting. Like, so for me, the accident's already beginning and we're going off to the side, correct? And then I'm spinning, she's telling me. So it's not rolling, I don't feel, so the car did not roll, correct? Your daughter's so perfect. Now I want you to picture, I know we're walking through a hard part right now because their passing is difficult. You picture your daughter sitting everybody else out down in heaven going, sit down, guess how I got here? And she's got a pretty cool story to tell. She wasn't boring in life. She wasn't gonna go with a boring story to heaven either, right? She's talking about, why is that her? What's the booty shorts?
Oh, this is her.
Is that her? She says, I'm in the booty shorts, Farah. Are they booty shorts? Yes, girl. Isn't it really a doll for her? Oh, it really is her. Oh, I'm gonna show her. Yes. So cute. She says there's more than one. There's multiple of those. She says they passed them out. One of them's messed up, she's telling me. Did one of them get broken? That's okay. She says one's fucked up. Sorry. She's cussy. We're going to be cussy. So there's that. Just one of them, not that one, but one of them got pulled, she's telling me. But is her head weird on it? That's what I feel like is fucked up. Sorry. That's okay. She's telling me that there's one more. You have her in the purse as well?
No, I don't.
What's the round medal? She's telling me there's one more round medal for me.
I mean, I have this ring and I have this necklace, but I don't know about round.
Okay.
This is her flower ring.
That's not it. Nope. Nope. That's okay. Now, she does make me feel like you were told fairly quickly of this accident. So she does make me feel like it wasn't too far either. So it was not too far from home, correct? she makes me feel as though she was beginning to pass instantly in this accident. I feel like I'm belted though. So she is belted in, correct? That's okay, but I feel like I did my part. I did what Mom taught me, and my ass is belted in my damn seat. So there's that. I can't even get in trouble for this. So, yes. And it's just a detail about that you would know behind the scenes. And a proud mom moment, right? Not that we don't have unproud mom moments. No, she does make me feel like we did speak of cremation for her. So we did talk of this, but did we decide to bury her instead? She's showing me we did bury her.
She's never spoken of cremation, but she has a sister who's very much wants to speak.
I feel like we've had talks of cremation is what I'm seeing, but she's telling me we chose for burial for her, correct? And she's showing me there's space for others there as well. So there is space for more, but not on top, she says. Why is she laughing about that? Was there a choice or something?
No, but her brother-in-law's from Puerto Rico, and that's how they bury him there, so we've talked about that before.
There's got to be a joke about not on top, because she's like, I keep doing that stupid gesture too, sorry. Hello, Facebook Live. Gotta love her. Your daughter's perfect. She says have you not connected like this before?
I have.
She says you haven't connected like this before. You're hers, she's telling me. Why do I feel like she's the favorite though?
I like that she said that though. There's a story.
We work together.
There's got to be a story about her being the favorite. Somebody must say that she's the favorite. You almost fired her, she says. But yeah, there was almost a time that it'd be, yes. Yes.
Yeah, I never wanted to fire her.
Yeah.
I love working with her. We argue and yell and
Yes.
each other, and then I'm sorry, I love you, 10 minutes later.
Parenting
Because we
things.
were just so the same person,
Yeah. Yeah.
I loved working with her.
She loved working with you. She's like, he almost fired me, damn it. Like, yes, so for me, there's jokes in that. So yes, you must have had some ups and downs at work together as well, right? Well, she says I wasn't afraid to get my hands dirty. She's not. Were you guys just talking about going up north? She's taking me up north from here. Oh, shut up. Do you really?
We live in Snowflake.
Yeah, she's taking me. Shut up. They live up north. Hey, she's taking me up north. But were you seeing deer as well recently?
We always see
There's always
She's telling me, tell them I send the deer. But they come up towards the house, she's showing me.
none in Snowflake, but by my shop.
Oh, yeah, like I'm seeing them coming up near the building in my vision.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dad, that's her sending signs of love to you as well. But were you changing a wall in the shop?
We're building a new shop.
She's showing me putting walls in a shop you're building a new shop. Yes, Dad. This bitch is on it for you, isn't she? I love her. She's gonna make sure her dad finds some healing too, right? Especially if he hasn't connected yet. And the cool thing is, you guys, on my way here, I asked for a sign, and I asked God, I'm like, hey, how about a really cool bird? And I waited a few minutes, and I saw this beautiful hawk, like, fly over the freeway. And I'm like, that was really cool. And then all of a sudden, the dads popped in my head. For some reason, I was like, you know what, the dads need this today. Like, can you give me another sign that something's gonna happen cool for a dad? And I got another hawk. So I knew, I was like, right on, God, that's pretty awesome. And then she's coming through for Dad. But yeah, she's showing you're changing the building, but why is she changing the name on it as well? So were you adding a new type of sign to the shop?
Kind of, yeah, we're bringing another business in to that shop.
There's like a new name that's being added to the business is what I'm seeing. Does that make sense? Love her. She's good at this, you guys. Can you tell? Yes. And she's saying, I'll be there every day. But I feel like this is a big thing that we're adding somebody to this business. She says I helped. Please know that she's still helping, and she's still, what's the little dog?
our little dog passed away before
She says, tell them I have the little dog too. And I just want to say, and your little dog too, like Toto. But she's telling them I have the little dog too. That happened right after she passed? Right before? Oh, so cool though, but that little dog would have known that she was gonna be graduating and been like, hey guys, I'm out. I'm gonna be there when my sister gets there. Yeah, so love it. But know that she has the little dog with her as well as lots of family members also, you guys, but she sends her love. I'm gonna keep bouncing to others, okay? Yeah, all right.
Aww.
I gotta get a drink of water in between, folks. But I'll keep mingling with you guys. This makes it easier for you to hear me and for me to hear you. Man, this kid's been driving me nuts. I have a young male who's showing me the snowboarding reference. He's telling me that we've been talking about snowboarding. And I feel like I'm going this way. Hold on just a second. It was literally something like you guys that I was getting in the shower this morning, and I told him, listen kid, like hold on a second, because I need to make sure that we're there first, otherwise I forget everything. But he's pulling me this way, and he's showing me a snowboarding reference. Does that make sense for you? I actually feel like I'm going right here. Were you just talking about snowboarding? I think I'm here.
Right here?
Yes.
My son hasn't done snowboarding in a long time, and he used to love it. And every time I see flat stuff like the snow, I think about him.
He's not been snowboarding, correct?
He has been, but not for him.
No, that's what I mean. So were you just thinking about the snowboarding and somebody going snowboarding thing? Because I have, but we have a son in heaven as well, correct? Okay, because huh? Yes. I feel like I have a son in heaven bringing up the snowboarding, and he's making me feel like I'm going here, okay? I'll come down to you just a little bit. You're so sweetly softly spoken as well. But he snowboarded as well, correct?
He did when he was younger.
Some. But he's got a brother that snowboards also? Okay. Why do I feel like there was another boy that snowboarded with him?
He went with his friends.
Boys, correct? Okay. But,
His mom.
huh?
He went with a friend. It's been since he was like younger. He hasn't gone recently, but every time I look at Flagstaff, I think about him going snowboarding. Why didn't we go?
Why didn't we do more snowboarding? So for me, it's him saying, it's okay, I know. Yeah. I mean, we still need to do activities in heaven, folks. We're not bound to boring lives when we get to heaven. We can do all of our things that we love so much, like music still exists there, and snowboarding, and I mean, you guys sometimes don't have me pie. So, sorry. Just because you guys have kids, you know, right? So, I think everything's made out of light in heaven, so it doesn't hit us the same as it did here, but we still have the abilities to do the things that we love, and there's nothing wrong with that. He's like, oh, good. Yes. Okay. And then, now, he does make me feel like his passing was fairly sudden as well. Do you understand that? He's telling me it took a quick turn. Do you understand that?
Yes.
There's illness with this as well, correct?
Yes.
Why are you taking me down? He's telling me to go down. It's here. And he's making me feel like he was really sick.
Yes.
Cheers, bitches. So he was drinking a little bit? He's saying not that much. I don't think that it's all from drinking, if that makes sense. Do you understand that?
But I don't know.
I thought she watched doubling, but
No, I think that he was just prone to it. I mean, the reality of it is, your son is so amazingly beautiful that he was going to graduate that day, no matter what happened in life differently, because his soul had reached the growth that he had intended for his path, and you're not bigger than his blueprint. So today's the last day that we ever think that we could have changed this moment. Okay? Or carry it and feel like you can change it, Matt, and you're not doing it wrong either. I don't want to tell anybody they're doing it wrong. But he's telling me, I'm sick here. And he's making me feel like it took a quick turn. though. And he's made me feel like his organs started shutting down. Do you understand that? Was he having kidney failure? Because I feel like my kidneys are shutting down and I'm getting septic, is how I feel. Now, he's telling me he insists to be home for much of this as well. Stubborn. He says, I insisted to go home, so I'm stubborn. Because I feel like I maybe still should have been in care at that time, but I just don't want to be in care at that time. Now, he's telling me I took a break in drinking. A big one.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm sober. He quit. That is huge. Especially when we're already that sick. Fuck it, why not, right? Just being honest. But he's making me feel like it was a big deal. I quit drinking. He says, you're welcome, Mom. And I feel like your heart needed that moment of quit so that you knew that you had this son that really just kicked it. And so here's the thing, you guys. As we write our blueprint in heaven, long before we ever came here, he wrote an addiction. He wrote some alcoholism that he was going to have going on. That is not an easy path to write. And then on top of that, as he's writing that journey, he's like, I'm going to grow you in ways that you would have never grown without these moments. That's his blessing to you. As difficult as that is to wrap our heads around, when you get to heaven, you're going to high five him and say thanks for the lessons. Even the hard ones. Okay? But yeah, he does make me feel like, now he's telling me you did stay at his side. He says, Mom wouldn't leave. You were at the hospital for 2 months. Wow. So know that he appreciates you being there. He says you couldn't stay the whole time. But he says you did come. Why is he telling me he looks the same?
Huh?
Why is he telling me he looks the same? What's with the eyes?
Oh, I had taste the popsicle or something?
No.
My son,
Your son.
he started to get yellow jaundice in his eyes.
Yeah, he's telling me his eyes were a struggle as well.
Yeah.
But are there two dads for him?
Yeah, well, I've been with her 12 years.
You're his father. Just because we're not blood does not make us a dad. And I feel like you are a strong dad in his life. And we may have had a few moments of butting heads. Yeah, he's showing me. I know. But those are moments of love. I tell my kids, listen, if I didn't love you, I'd let you do whatever the fuck you want. Because I love you, I'm up your ass. Or on it. Or whatever, right? And so those are parenting moments, guys. I know. Sorry. Elizabeth is going, oh my God. Should I start doing beeps instead? She invited me, right? She knows, it's okay. But it's important, you guys, because I just feel like being real is more important than sugarcoating things. And you need to know that you did a good job as a father for him, and he appreciates you very much. Know that there's nothing more that you could have done as a mom to change these moments. And he's telling me he was in the hospital at the end of his life. He's showing me. Do you understand that? And he said I couldn't go home. So he could not go home because I feel like I'm beginning to pass at the hospital, is what he's showing me. It's okay. He wasn't meant to leave that memory in your home space. And so he's showing me. Were there 3 in the room actually? For me, it's a hospital environment, see. But he showed me 3 in the room, so it was you and him and your son. Didn't I say, does he have a brother? And you said no.
No. There was a friend of his sister that was there. Her name is Jill.
There was 3 people there. He's telling me. Yes, you understand that? Yep. Because not including him, there's 3 people in the room with me. He's
Yes,
telling me.
ma'am.
Yeah. As he's passing, and he says it was perfect. Now I feel like sister couldn't be there. He's telling me my sister wasn't there in the moment in the physical room, correct? Like in the physical presence. Now he says she passed suddenly before as well. Not from the liver. But I do feel like she wasn't a baby, he's telling me. So she was, mostly grown as well, correct? Yeah, she's showing me, you have 2 kids in heaven. Mom, now the next time you look at yourself in the mirror, go, what the fuck was I thinking writing all this with my kids? Oh my goodness, you're amazing. You are. As broken as you feel, you're amazing. Trying to get you everywhere. Giving up is what I don't want to hear. You're trying. You're amazing. Yes, girl. Look at, she stood back quietly for a minute too, so I could just connect with her loud brother. I love it. But she does make me feel like her passing was more sudden and unexpected than his. And she's making me feel like it was tragedy with her passing as well. She was with others just before this, she's telling me, also. Multiple others, correct? Was she just with friends right before this? Because she's showing me friends. Yep. Why is she saying look up at the sky? Nothing to do with her passing. Are we getting rainbows for her? Okay. I don't know what the sky is. Like, she literally just said look up. I don't know what that means.
Up north, where a friend lives, Jill?
No, that's not it. That's okay. We're gonna skip it, because I don't know what that actually means. But she's telling me look up. It has nothing to do with her passing. But she's telling me she was with friends just before she passed. She says we're having a good time. Everything was fine. Then she's leaving, she's telling me. Was she with 2 others? In the vehicle? Like, were there 2 in the vehicle? She's driving, correct? I feel like I'm in the driver's seat, so unlike this one back here where she makes me feel like it's not my fault, I feel like I'm driving, but I just had a good time. But why do I feel like one more is supposed to be in the car? Do you know?
I've heard this before. I've heard this before, that her boyfriend jumped out of the car after the accident and got away, but
No, that's not it.
that's not it. Then,
I feel like she may have been bringing somebody else home, or she may have, there was somebody else that was supposed to be in that car, is what I'm seeing. Meeting one other person, because she showed me there was going to be 2. Okay. But she left the party before this, because I went with multiple people and we're having a good time. And she was showing me drinking. So there was some drinking going on, even for her, correct? Not to be, like, we're not going to sugarcoat it. She had a good time. All the way to heaven. She's perfect. I don't know any of it, girl. I know none of it. I just know what they're showing me. Oh my gosh, I love her. She said, I can't believe you know all of this. You guys, I am not God. I don't even pretend to be him. He's like way better than me. But what I do have is such a knowledge that your kids want nothing more than your healing. And so I don't come here with a plan. I just show up, take damn shoes off. Your kids are perfect and they're together. Okay. And that little fucker of yours was bugging my shower this morning, showing me his snowboarding. Hold on, I don't even, like, stop that. Just wait till you get there. Oh my gosh, you're welcome, Mama. Can I have you? Here, come on, because I got both your kids in my space. Get your butt up. Yes, girl, sit carefully. Okay, you got this. More water. You know, it's like the old days when we did smoke pot. I'll tell you what. I only have 4 of them with me, but half, like the old days, right, guys? There's 2 here. Oh, are there some up there? Well, they're not up here, so, okay, we're good. I'm just gonna throw these down. If anybody needs them, run and grab them and take them to them, okay?
Thank you.
All right, I'm coming back up here, because this is awesome. And it just helps me to figure out where I'm getting pulled to, so you guys are kind of seeing how this works. I start getting pulled to an area, and they drive me nuts. Your kids are still amazing. They still have their staffs and all of those jazzy things, so none of that has changed. over this way. Hold on just a second. Yeah, back, they're telling me. I have a young male who is talking about a skateboarding reference. Were you trying to skateboard? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
No, but my nephew.
Was he just skateboarding, like recently or something? I'm seeing a little boy like, yes, skateboarding recently. Do you understand that? And I have a young man who's bringing this up. Does that make sense for you? Okay, I'm with you. Yep. I'm gonna go back there. Yeah, I'm coming. Stay there. You're fine. I'm gonna get right in front of you. It's just better this way, you guys. When you put me on that stage in front of those 900 people, I couldn't move, and I'm trying my life and everything.
There's a lot less today. You're
yes,
fine.
That's okay. But he's making, like, there was a boy that was just skateboarding, correct? He's really getting good at it, I feel like. Was he just trying to go down something? Because why do I feel like he's trying to go down something? Not on a regular skate park, though, correct? Why is he telling me it's not on a skate park? It's like a little, like, incline.
Yeah, it's in like it's a skateboard training.
It's not a skate park, he's showing me, but it is like, yes, like an incline thing or whatever. So, but he's learning, right? He's telling me he's tied to me. So that little boy is tied to him? That's his nephew too? But is that with his sister?
Brother.
Okay. What, he's telling me there's 3. Is there 3 kids?
In that family.
He's telling me that there's 3 kids for them, correct? He says, I love them all. Please know that he watches over all of them. But I love that he's bringing up a nephew that's tied to a brother that's not present to see this moment, so that when you guys go home, if he believes in this crap, you can tell him, hey, he brought up your kid. Oh, I love it. Does he really? Oh, I love it. Now, he makes me feel like he was a bit of a wild kid in life himself. A little good time, he's telling me. A lots of good time. And he's also making me feel a little bit medicated and or intoxicated himself. So was he fighting with medication and or intoxication in his lifetime? Just a bit of an addiction, he's kind of showing me. We're just gonna be honest. But I don't feel like I thought I took this. So was there something that he started taking that he didn't realize it was?
Kind of.
Why do I feel like it's medication form though, correct?
Yeah.
What he was taking?
They kept putting him on a lot of psych meds.
And it's altering me, because he's showing me it's medication form that I'm taking, but I feel like it's becoming an issue for me. And did they just change it right before his passing? Because he's making me feel like they had just adjusted his meds, and I feel like I'm not feeling right. Does that make sense? And I feel like he was also, it's funny, as popular as he was, I feel like he had a hard time feeling like he fit in. So he was anxious as well. So I have anxiety and depression going on, which is weird because I feel like I have a happy home. It's not even like, you guys, my kids grew up in some turmoil when I was with my ex, just being honest, and they still like stayed above it and didn't fall into that depressive, where they really would have had good reason in those moments, you know, like, and then we have these homes that we provide for them that we're like, oh my gosh, like everything's perfect, what's wrong with you, right? We have a hard time wrapping our head around it when we're in the human form as a parent, and then the reality of it is there's something within them that just doesn't feel connected. And it's a spirit connection as well, you guys. So they're feeling it deep within, and we can't control that. Know that you did give them love, you did give them a good foundation. It's a matter of their connection. And it has nothing to do with us. But I do feel like I'm trying to take these meds, and I feel like they're kind of making me off kilter, so to speak. And he's making me feel like that contributed to his passing as well. Do you understand that? And I feel like what took my life really is that medication and that change, not me. No, I do think that because he does make me feel like his actions brought this about. Does that make sense if I say it that way? But I can tell you right now, it's not a normal thing because I feel like they kept changing his meds and the adjustment was never right. I don't think, okay? Usually I am. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just so teasing. Totally kidding, sorry. Sarah's just sassy, sorry. Oh my God, I love him. No, were you talking, he's on that, he's telling me. Why is he telling me flip it over?
That he wore it.
That's his, correct?
Yeah, every day.
But he's telling me there's a second one that you have? He's telling me flip it over. Why does he tell me flip it over? Oh, there's a little one on it. I'm on that, he's telling me. That's his ashes? Yes, girl. But not the diamond, he says. It's not in the diamond, he says. Oh, so cool. I love it. But there's diamonds in that? To the side? What does it look like a diamond? What does it look? Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Oh, got it. It's like silver, like in between. Okay, sorry. Gotta get my readers to see that. Okay, but he's telling me there's one more. That's him too? But there's another one, he says. Yeah. That's not here. Also, correct? Like he's showing me there's more jewelry, like the ring. Yeah. Not just the necklace, the ring. Like that. Why is he making one color? He says one has a different color. Does that make sense? So your guys is like it. And again, he's just trying to acknowledge everybody, right? Look, I love what he's doing because he's trying to bring up others that aren't here. Not that you guys are chopped liver, but okay, was he drawing as well?
Yeah,
He's showing he could draw, and he says you have this. But why am I feeling like one of them's creepy? So, sister, he's acknowledging you. He says there's a creepy one. But were you sitting it out?
I set them all out.
He says you set them out on display. His art. Why did you tell me one's yours as well?
Well, I don't know. I kind of just kept them all.
No. Did you draw one and put yours out as well?
Oh.
He's telling me something in between that is yours also.
It's not a drawing, but I got like a little mushroom thing.
One piece of art is yours in the middle of his art. Does that make sense? Love it. Just his way of saying he sees it, but I feel like you have multiple of his outs.
Yeah.
One's a critter, he's showing me. Did he draw like a critter type thing?
Oh, his, what did he call it? It was like the lion turtle thing in rehab. Like a liger thing or something.
So he didn't invent a critter.
Yeah, he did.
A lion turtle thing that he called a lark, she said. So it finally came to her. I like it. Yeah, know that he's with you guys. Know that he's loving the family. I'm gonna keep moving so I can see how many I can get to in this, okay, you guys? Oh my gosh, you're welcome. Yes. Huh? Yeah, I think I looked over here when I said I'm getting handed pot, actually. So yeah. All right, I gotta go back for water, folks. Sorry. I talk a lot. Can you tell?
We love it, Fara. We love hearing you talk.
Thank you. You know, no pressure, right? When you're on live stream, you're like, man, I hope they fucking get their shit together. I'm so damn proud of your kids right now. It's not really funny. No, I say that right. I better not jinx myself. Sorry. Oh, let me stay up here. Hold on. Let me see where I'm going. See, we're doing good, folks. Yes. I like it. I don't know what this is. Was he just talking about playing soccer? Were you just talking about playing soccer? With some friends? Not on a team though. Yet, right? Why am I seeing soccer? No, were you just talking about playing soccer? Like, why is he showing you kicking a ball in my vision? The young man for you. Yes. Who's telling me that he was kicking a ball? Like, were you doing soccer with your buddies? No. Not unless he's kicking. You weren't kicking the ball, correct? Okay. I'm gonna go back up here just to see, but I was so grateful. So I just don't want to. When he says no, I'm getting yes. That's okay. Why does he tell me yes? There's another jersey. What's with the other jersey? I am with you. It's on whose wall? His jersey? He's saying my jersey is out. Yeah, I'm with you. Are you sure you weren't playing soccer or talking about soccer with your buddies or something? Nothing. I'm scaring the crap out of this kid, I'm sorry. He's saying, I have a son coming through for her, just to be clear, right? But he's telling me the jersey's like, is it not folded right? Is it not in a shadow box? Like he's put it, why is he telling me it's not folded right, though? And he's laughing about the fold. It's not folded where the whole jersey's displayed. It's folded where part of it's not seen. Does that make sense? Nothing wrong with that, girls. You like, if that's how you like it, that's okay. But he's showing, like, usually if you see it in a shadow box, it's folded where basically this whole part is showing, right? But he's telling me it's not folded right. It's folded over to the side, correct? We added one more thing with that. Their hat is in there for him, correct? He's saying it's mine. But why is he telling me to turn it around? Yeah, he wears hat backwards. Yes, girl. He's saying I would turn it around. I love him. Yeah. This is his nephew. He's telling me that's my nephew. But he's telling me he knew him when he was young as well. Why is he talking about 2 tattoos?
I have like 2 new tattoos, maybe?
Yeah. Did you just get 2 new tattoos?
Yeah.
He says your sister for him, correct? He says you got 2 new tattoos. Not for him though, he's telling me. So, but he does say you do have a tattoo for him. But what's the 3? Are there 3 of them? Oh, shut up. There's really a 3 on her, sorry.
Oh, those are the tattoos for Derek and Jazz, huh? Because their names are right here, Derek and Jazz.
That's him and her. And there's 3 with it. Because he's telling me there's 3 with our tattoo. So there is a number 3 with their tattoos. Oh, love him. And the 3s are my number list, Sue. 3s are really my thing, you guys. We're gonna do an exercise too. I'm gonna try it just because that popped up today. Oh, damn it, I just gave something away though. Oh well. Okay. Why is he telling you changed your life around? He says, I'm so damn proud. I feel like you've made mountains of changes. And he says you're doing good. Is there a niece for him as well? Because he showed me a little niece that's missing here today. She's super awesome, he's telling me. She's in school, correct? He says she's doing good. Were you just acing math? Why is he telling me this kid's good at math? Like really good. He says, I'm so proud of you. Keep it up, man, because I feel like you're smarter than some of those other kids. Like, you're gonna do well with that. Super awesome. You're not on a regular football team, he's telling me. So are you not on a flag football team? Were you just playing with friends? But were we not on a team now? Did we not make it? He says it's okay, you didn't have to. Like, he's showing you you're not on a team, so he knows you didn't make the team. But dude, you're awesome. And I feel like we just need to practice the rules a little bit more. So did you not understand the whole game kind of in your head when you were trying out? Because you make me feel like the rules were a little bit different for them. Did they kind of have weird rules? Yeah, like, he agrees with you. I feel like the rules were weird. So you're gonna do just fine without their flag football. It's okay. And you're good at math. So there's that. What's the video game? You're a video game king? But what's the building thing? Do you play the games where you build something? Like he showed me you like to build things on the game, and he says I sit with you when you play. So know that your uncle is sitting with you, just watching over you and loving you while you play. Okay. I don't know what that means. Were you listening to rap? Why is he playing rap music? Yeah, he says you were listening to rap, so with your brother? And he says, I was with you, and he's dancing with you, like he's making, because I feel like you don't usually listen to rap. Sorry. Okay, he is saying she's with me. So know that he's got that beautiful girl in heaven with him as well. Jazz, yeah. She knew you as well, correct? She's saying friends. So she was friends with you also? Know that she loves you. Were you just gonna take some classes, actually?
Yeah, I just heard there's a lot of different stuff.
She showed you taking some training or some classes. So are you starting some training or classes?
If I decide to, yeah.
She says, I'm proud of that. A lot of decisions, right? So maybe we put life on hold a little bit when we were younger, and I feel like now you're catching up and you're doing amazing things. Just know that they're super proud of you, both of them, okay? How come I never feel them? Love. Let me explain that. Grief. One word, grief. Grief puts blocks in front of us, and it makes it almost impossible sometimes to feel them because all we feel is the pain. That pain, that grief is made of love. Can't apologize for it, can't get over it, can't just get through it. But it doesn't mean that they're not there. So when he says to me, your brother, or is telling me the things that this kid's doing, right? This is his way of saying, I am there. When they're telling me that you're talking about taking some training and some classes, this is them saying, I was there even though you didn't feel me. So it's a very honest statement, and grief really is the answer to that. It doesn't mean that they're not there. So maybe today, after today, we can walk out of this door and go, wow, there's more to life than this. Because he made sure he got over here to give you just a little bit of a glimpse of that. And then as we start to open up that focus of there's more to life than this, maybe we start feeling them more. Maybe we start sensing them more. When our thoughts go to them, when we see something like, let's say it's just a hummingbird, you guys, right? And we look outside and we're like, wow, what a cool hummingbird. It's just a cool hummingbird that day. When I look outside and I see a hummingbird and it takes my thoughts to so-and-so, the reason it takes my thoughts to so-and-so in that moment, I don't want to bind them to hummingbirds, so I'm just saying, it could be anybody sending it, right? But your thoughts go to one certain person in that moment you see that hummingbird maybe, that's you hearing them. You're hearing heaven in that moment. You're hearing them say, hey, that hummingbird, that's for me. So please know that you have that ability. It's that subtle, you guys. Even when I'm getting this right now for you guys, it is not an out loud voice in my ear. God, that would be easy. Which is why, I'm hoping that I'm interpreting things correctly for you guys, because I hear it in my thoughts. Your thoughts are your soul's voice speaking. Their soul's voice also comes over to me as a thought. Then I have to separate it. Go, did I think that, or did that thought come at me? When the thought comes at me, it's them. They also use my memory. Allow them to use your memory for pictures. Just as you were to reminisce on one of your favorite memories with them, they're giving me their passing to describe how this works for me, similar to a memory. So I feel like I'm walking through it. I feel like, okay, the accident's not my fault. I'm over here, and I feel like I remember I'm belted in. Like those things are things that they're giving me in those moments. To be more specific for you, I will not let them give me general stuff that I could throw out to the whole crowd, because I feel like being specific is very important to really give you hope that there is more to life than this. So they know if they're going to work with me, they got to work their ass off. So there's that. And pussy with them just like I am with you. So I'm like, get your shit together. Know that he loves you guys and she loves you guys. I'm going to have to keep going, okay? Make some water. Here we go again. So good. I'm addicted to water. It's crazy. I think it takes a lot for my body to just go through all the fun things, but stay up there, Fara. God bless them. They're bossy. Go figure. I have another young male coming through. Hold on just a second. Sometimes those boys are loud, guys. those of you who have girls in here, don't be discouraged, like, oh my gosh, but sometimes those boys are obnoxious. I find it often. And I think that there's a lot more boys that pass young, just, it's an odd number of, like, you know, because boys are a little bit louder than us girls are sometimes. Hold on, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm getting and where I'm going. It's the flying reference. Hold on. Did you bring wings with you? Why do I feel like you brought wings with you? Did you guys bring wings? Did you bring them? Yeah, I feel like I'm with you. Is there wings with that? Huh? No, to the side. It's not on that. Hold on just a second, sorry. I'm getting pulled out here and I'm seeing wings, guys, so, yep, girl, I'm gonna slip past you. We have a son that's passed, correct? Why is he telling me that there's wings to the side? Sorry, I don't want to dig in your purse. He's in that, correct? He's telling me I'm in that. But it's not just a regular rose he's telling me. That's an angel? That looks like wings to me. Can I see this? That looks like angel wings. Do you see it that way? Yes, girl. I'm like, hold on. We'll let the folks at home judge. Does that look like angel wings to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Holy crap. He's like, yes, out to the side. It's you. Oh, I love it. Did you see that on there?
Yeah, I did.
It looks like an angel upside down. Yeah. Sorry, that's how he gets it to you, so we'll take it, right? And he does make me feel like it's been a little bit. So it's been a little bit since he passed, correct? A couple years, right? It's not getting easier. You guys are doing amazing, though. But were you journaling? He says you've been journaling to me about him as well, correct? But it's, why is he telling me change? Did you change? Do you have 2 journals, actually? He's telling me you filled one. And then there's another one. He says, I have received every single word. He reads it with you. He sits with you as you write, and he reads it with you. And he knows your words that are coming to you as well. But he's packing one away. So is one packed away? Do we not get one out? Why does he make me feel like one's almost full?
One is for the granddaughter that was born about when he passed. The other one is his twin brother had a baby on the anniversary of his death.
And he's telling me these are in honor of him as well. So you journal in honor of him to these babies or to these children. I love it. He says I get every word. But why is he telling me one's almost full? So is one almost done? Are we almost?
No, they won't be done.
For a bit? Okay. I don't know. He's telling me one's almost full, like almost at the end.
I still go to the next book.
That next book. But one book's almost full. He's insisting, Dad. Yes, so I am correct. Yeah, like, I also provide arguments with your children from heaven, just in case you missed that. Anybody else? Yes. They won't stop. No, he's like, no, Dad, it's almost full. I love it. He loves what you're doing. You're doing it for him. He's telling me favorite memories. So are you putting favorite memories in there as well? Yeah, he says it's perfect. Now, he does make me feel like his passing was fairly sudden as well. Do you understand that? He says no one expected this. He's talking about moving. Was he moving just before this as well? He says I was going to be moving, is what I'm seeing, around this timing. Does that make sense? Was he staying with others, though? Why do I feel like he was staying with someone else just before this? He had a place of his own, correct? And then he's talking about staying with others. So was he moving to stay with others? Yeah. Like, so I don't know if it's before or after, but he's showing me there's a move to stay with others. There was gonna be 2, he's telling me. 2 of them. No, yes. So there was gonna be 2 of them living together, correct? Yep. He was moving in with a female or something? Because why do I feel like there was a female that was involved in that as well? A male roommate, but was there another female down there that he knew as well? Not that you're aware of. Okay, that's okay. But he didn't go, he's telling me. So this was going to be for school type thing? Because he's showing this is for school. Super smart kid. Because he's showing me extra help with that. So was he getting scholarships? Why is he showing me there was extra help with college? Yeah, that's okay. But I feel like he's super smart. And even if it's alone, but he's saying, I had extra help, Farah. I feel like he was set up for success in college. Had everything going perfect. Not would have, he's perfect. I promise. Now he's telling me he's close to home when he's passing though. So he's closer to you at the time? He's telling me, he's at home, correct? He's telling me I'm closer to home at that time. Like, so he was going to be moving away, correct? That is, sorry. Was the baby girl born after his passing? He's showing me the baby girl's coming, but why is he showing me one more baby? After, but that's a boy. He's telling me that's a boy, and he's talking about a name shared. But were they putting that in the middle?
His middle name was the first name of the...
He's saying they use my middle name. He says, I love that. But they don't call him that, he's telling me. So do they call him by something like a little nickname or something? Why do I feel like it's shorter? Okay. But it's his middle name in the baby's first, correct? But he's saying they spoke of sharing a middle name with him too, separate with somebody else. So were they talking about sharing another name in the family with the baby's middle name?
Yes. It was my father's name. It was his middle name, and now his middle name was his first name.
Yes. Love it. There's another one in the family. Love. He's perfect, you guys. He's amazing. He says you've done a reading before. You have connected with him before? Oh, did you guys just say yes? Huh? Do you know that she did? Oh, she's just agreeing. Yes, girl. I feel like you've made some beautiful connections with him. So not with me though, correct? Yeah, I love it. I love that you're getting different perspectives of connection for him. I love that. Sometimes people are like, no, I didn't do anything else other than your reading, Farah. I'm like, no, please do. Like, are you kidding? Everybody's got different styles. Everybody's got different perspectives. Everybody works different. And maybe you don't want somebody so cussy every now and then just to take a break. Yes, but he's perfect. I'm going to go back up and keep going, okay, you guys? Going back for the rock. Just because we're at a stopping point for just a second in between me connecting, I want to grab something. Hold on. I'm famous for doing this. Cover this up. I'm going to put it right here so that I don't pull it out because I don't know if I can cover it up in my hands. We're going to do a little bit of an exercise, folks, because I like to do this when I do the Zoom meetings with everybody. I want you guys to understand that you can connect with your kids, okay? So I went into the gift shop just before this, and I moseyed around until I found something that I thought was kind of nifty. to kind of remember this day, honestly, because I want to remember you guys. So I just have this little space that I put things in. And I want you guys to close your eyes for a moment. And I want you to take a big, deep breath in your nose. And as we take your breath in, we're going to just invite love and light into our space. And we're going to blow out self-doubt. And the next breath that we breathe in our nose, we're going to invite your kids into your space. So breathe in. Invite your child into your space. Breathe out self-doubt. Okay. I want you to challenge your child to give you a detail about what it is that I got. Whether it's a color, whether it's a shape, whether it's any kind of detail that you guys can go ahead and get from them. And it pops in fast, so then we're going to stop right there because your self-doubt's going to creep in if I let you go any longer than that. You already have it. You already have what it is that you're going to get. And then I'm going to show you what it is that I have. I just got this little fat Buddha thing. Little fat blue Buddha.
Beautiful.
But there's things about this, right? If you saw a round shape, there's a round circle on his back, so to speak, right? Because he's kind of got a sack on his back. If you saw blue, maybe you saw a name or a number. It says Divine Idea Blue Buddha. And what was really cool about it was when the lady was ringing me up, she said, oh, this is the easiest number I've written all day. And I was like, why is that? And she goes, because it's 3333333. And I was like, wow, because threes are my number. Like, and I don't even do numerology, and that was the joke I had with her. Like, when I saw her at the conference, the magical conversation that we had was like, oh shit. I said, are you kidding me? I said, I see numbers all the time for these kids. 1111, 333, 222. This lady is your go-to person, and I can tell you, I have had so many people say they've had amazing experiences with her, and I don't know her from Adam, but I feel drawn to you just as you feel drawn to me. And I even told her, I said, I always tell the parents, I don't have the brain capacity for numerology, so I just look at it as I love you, honestly, from heaven, when I see the 333 or the 1111 or the 222, but this woman can help you figure it out. She has the brain capacity and the spiritual connection with those numbers. My love, no, girl, like, I love you unless you just, yes. Did anybody get anything that they, yes, what'd you get?
I got fat.
Fat, yes! I don't like the fat, you just heard your son. And listen, if you didn't get anything from it, you know what I mean? Like, you guys, there's different little shapes on him, whether it's a smiley face or what, you know what I mean? So there's little things that you could have seen. Don't feel defeated if you didn't get it, just tell them to get their shit together and do better next time. Honestly, I promise.
What is it made out of?
I think a stone. I think it feels stone, but I mean, I can pass it around. That or it's plastic, I don't know, but he feels like he was only $2.99, so he's not epic, I can tell you that much right now. Is he a stone? Maybe? I don't know. Glass? Oh, that could be. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, but work with your kids, guys. I always tell my parents, like, play the t-shirt game with your kids. It's something I really, really recommend. Is because we always, our human self-doubt creeps in, right? And then we go, okay, that couldn't have been. Even when it comes to seeing their signs, sometimes like 2 minutes later, you're going, okay, fuck it, it wasn't from him. Like, I'm just wishful thinking, right? Or her, sorry, I mean, we have boys and girls in heaven. But if you play a game with them that you can validate, then there's validation with that to make you understand that connection is there. So I tell them, hey, tell me what color shirt so-and-so is going to be wearing the next time I see them. You can silently play that with your kids and not feel stupid. You know, saying like, having to ask somebody, hey, what color shirt are you wearing, right? Those are things that you can play with your kids and you can work on that game. And like I said, if they get it wrong, tell them to work on that connection with you. They have the ability, they will work with you. Your kids want nothing more than for you to know that they're okay. And if you can cut me, the medium, out of the equation, man, that's a blessed day. Honestly, if you guys can make your own connections and feel that connection yourself without feeling the need to need me, I did a good job. So I'm gonna get another drink because I talked too much and we're gonna keep going. Does anybody have any questions before I skip to somebody else? Yes, please.
What if your kids were babies when they passed away?
Doesn't matter. What if they were a baby? And mostly full term.
I went through 2 stillborns and then my third son died in 9 days after.
Full term. Did you hear me say mostly full term? Your babies. Yeah, I know. You guys should have asked a question, we told me right to you. But the babies were full term, correct? Mostly full term.
Yes.
Not completely. But we have a son as well in heaven, correct? But the other one was born and had life, I'm seeing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, and we have a son as well? What was that? Because I'm seeing another male with you. You have a brother that's passed. Got you. And you have a baby boy. But there's 2 boys I'm seeing. So you have 2 sons? Okay. But one had life experience as well, correct? Like, I feel like born sleeping for one. But there's another girl as well. Because I'm seeing a little girl, baby, born sleeping, a little boy, baby, born sleeping, and then we have a son that had life experience. Correct? Yeah, I like it. I like it that they're all 3 here together, acknowledging their daddy. Okay? But they're not with you, correct? Doesn't matter. You're still part of their journey and their life as well, so they'll still watch over you with your brother. Okay? Now, the little boy makes me feel like you did get to hold him, and I do mean the one that was born sleeping. You understand that? He says, my daddy got to hold me. And he says I'm perfect, so he did look perfect, he's telling me. So there's nothing in appearance incorrect about him. Absolutely beautiful. He's telling me there's pictures. So we do have pictures of us, he's telling me.
I have a video of them too.
Of you and him, correct? Why is he telling me you messed with my feet?
Because he was like his mommy, where his mommy had a little deformity in his feet, and I had to grab him because they were just like
His feet were wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. He says, you did mess with my feet. But was it with the toes?
Yeah.
He's telling me the toes were they connected or something?
It's kind of hard to explain.
Okay. For me in my mind's eye, it almost looks connected or something.
Yeah.
Like weird. It's okay. His feet are perfect in heaven. So, okay. Now he says you did speak of a baby. So you 2 were talking about a baby?
We just had a pregnancy scare.
Just. But we weren't pregnant though, correct?
And so he's my actual sleeper, and I was pregnant when we together the first time at 14.
Yep.
And before I knew it, I tried to explain my mom, and everyone didn't believe me because I had started my period.
Yes. So it wasn't a pregnancy, so to speak, right? But were you guys just talking about a baby? Like about having a baby? Because your son says you were just talking about trying. So we are trying to have a baby. He's throwing birth control out the window. So no birth control. Sorry, not to get into your business, but I'm gonna go ahead and get in your business. But were you worried that you had issues? Because he's telling me you're okay. Does that make sense?
With my ex, I hemorrhaged after giving birth to a 6-year-old, and when I hemorrhaged, I died on the table. And they said my
So you're stressed about that a little bit.
problem. They didn't think I would be able to carry it.
Okay. Yeah, because he's telling me you had issues with your babies, right? And he's telling me you are okay. Now, listen, I am not a doctor. I'm just going to put that out there. Please do go follow up with any needs that you may have. I'm not in control of your journey, and what babies stay and what babies don't. Honestly, that's something that you wrote with them on a beautiful level long before you ever came here. But they are aware that I don't give future predictions, just so we're clear, okay? But they're telling me that you're talking about trying to have a baby, and so know that heaven is supporting that journey for you, and it's your children in heaven too that are bringing this up along with your brother. Okay. But the little boy that passed was fairly young, I feel like. So your son that passed with life experience was fairly young as well, correct? He's telling me very young. So he was just a baby as well. Was he not walking yet? He says, I'm not walking yet. So for me, he's still a baby. But he's not passing right after birth, he's telling me. So this was a little bit after?
It was a little bit after,
Like, did he live over a month? I feel like I'm almost a month old.
He was almost a month, yeah.
Okay, cool. Like, I feel like I'm almost a month old, but there's complications, he's telling me.
He stopped breathing in his sleep.
Yeah, here. But that's at home, correct?
No, because he was in incubation.
Why do I feel like I'm going home?
Because we almost got to take him home.
Okay, cool. Because he says I'm going home, I'm going home, I'm going home. So we were talking about him going home.
Yeah.
But then he just stopped. Like, no explanation whatsoever. Did they just call it SIDS?
Yeah.
Because he says they called it SIDS. Interesting. And there's no heart issue for me, he's telling me.
No, his heart was healthy.
His heart was perfect. Okay. Just a detail. But sometimes when they call it SIDS, I always like to challenge the babies or the children to tell me more, because sometimes it's just an easy thing to talk about the SIDS, you guys. And if I could give parents answers, I'd love to. Honestly, I don't mind. But he does make me feel like it just stopped. And the answer to that is he was too beautiful for this world, and he was not meant to stay. And so he really, as he signed up for his blueprint, all those babies, as they signed up for their blueprint with you, because you are a father of those children, know that they would have, been around in heaven with you, and you've got your blueprint. You're like, okay, I'm gonna live this life. And you're like, well, we want to come too, and you're like, okay, like, I got you. Like, little boy, little girl, little boy, like, you're gonna be mine. And then they're like, but we're gonna throw a wrench in it. You're like, what do you got? They're like, we're not gonna stay. We're just gonna come to bless you with love and strength and growth. And you're like, ooh, good one. Somebody's walking behind you in heaven, like you guys will be for the next people in heaven that are making this blueprint, going, that was a bitch, I did that whole losing a child thing, it sucks. And he's going, shut up, I can do this 3 times. Who cares, right? And somebody's like, yeah, you're an idiot, like, not really, they don't say negatives in heaven, but sorry. And just know that it's the journey that you wrote with those babies to bless you with love and strength. For whatever reason, they're meant to be watching you and part of your journey from heaven. But yes, babies exist. And I didn't want to just say yes, because that's a shishi-la-la bullshit, just throw a general out there, right? Without coming over here and saying, your little boy shows me that you held him, and there's actually a little girl, and there's a little boy that has some life experience. Know that they're all together, okay? Yes. These kids are kicking ass today, aren't they?
Oh, as you are.
It's not me.
Oh,
You need a TV show, Farah.
Girl, I can't do a TV show because I have to give up my privacy with my family. And so I'm like right on the border of perfect. People recognize me, they come up and give me hugs and stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm not like Michael Jackson getting mobbed. So it's like, it's perfect. Like I love it all. But my husband is a very like he loves everybody, but he just like tries to let me be me, and I don't know. I don't think we're not really TV show material because it would be constant leaps. Because they're not gonna be able to tell me what to do. I love these shows that are out there, you guys, but they're really scripted in some sense of like what they say in between the connections. And for me, like I would always have to be wrong. If you can't tell. Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh, I think I have a daughter coming through. I'm like so freaking excited. And she's pulling me over this way. I feel like I'm going to be right here. Do you understand this? Yes. No, this couple right behind you, sorry. Yes. We have a daughter that's passed? Yes. Because I have a daughter who's coming through. Sorry. Yes. Okay, yep. I'm going to be with you, sorry. They just pull me and then they start picking people like, pull me straight at somebody. Have you not connected like this as well?
We've connected.
With me?
She has.
You haven't, she's telling me. I like it.
She's been telling me I should.
No pressure. Why does she tell me he bows out every time?
I do not every time. I've been for real.
Not with me.
No, I think he did a special one for her. She was at this thing last year or something like that.
Was it in the audience?
No, we did a one-on-one, but his family always comes through, and I didn't want his family.
That's why he bows out. She doesn't let him come in. You know how many wives leave their husband out of those meetings sometimes on purpose?
He's a little pushy. He likes to come through first and do his thing.
I I'm pushier than your uncle. I like it. But I have a daughter coming through for you, and she's telling me she's gonna, so she used both of yours, she's telling me.
She is.
Wow, that's because I feel like you guys made it, which is winging a prayer, she says. I love it. I don't know what that means. She's drawing for me. Why is she putting that out? Did we have a sketch made for her?
There's that artwork, that drawing that you gave me.
That. What is that?
It's two quail, and it says lean on me.
For her, she's telling me. So there's that artwork is in honor of her?
Well, it was
It was more like.
about just like our battle together, yeah.
So far.
So it's funny because she
Yeah.
said wing and a prayer.
Yeah.
That you guys are together, right? And then the next thing she's showing me is this artwork, and I'm trying to interpret how it ties to her, okay? So it basically ties to what she just said, because she's saying that there's art that we have, and she's putting this out. So you guys have had some roller coaster moments, so to speak, but I feel like they're full of love, she's telling me.
Yeah.
So you guys, I just feel like it's the things that you've been together, been through together as a couple with outside forces really like putting pressure on you, and she's just showing me that you guys made it, that's the lean on me thing, so to speak, right? Love that, but she's putting it out, so you put that art out.
Yeah, sitting in my office.
She says the art's sitting out. And then she's putting a picture in there as well. So there's a picture next to it.
Yeah.
She's telling me she's in there. So there's a picture next to that. And then she's telling me there's something for her sitting next to that.
Oh, there's a picture of her next to that, but then there's a little glass piece with some of her ashes sitting in the tray right
She's
next
telling
to
me
her.
I'm next to that.
Yeah.
So yes, she's saying the art's there, then a
There's
picture,
ashes.
and then me.
There's ashes right next to the picture there. Yeah.
I love her. You should have come when she came to me last time. He's freaked out right now. Do you see his eyes? That's so cute, poor thing. I love these dad moments, you guys, actually, like so muchness, because I know that the dads sometimes are the strong ones for us women because we're the emotional beings, or we're allowed to be the emotional beings, but man, these dads are broken too. Okay. But were you changing your office around?
We've redone it since she passed.
Yeah, she says you redid
Transition.
she says your office is all changed.
Yeah, I put all my guitars up on the wall, did a bunch of pictures framed, put stuff up, just.
Why is she taking the amp out? Did you take the amp to another room?
I took 3 amplifiers to storage that were.
She's
probably
saying
in
you took
corner.
the amps
Yeah.
out. Shut up. But you write music, she's showing me. So you actually like make your own music. You may not write it down like I can't either, but you create your own music is what I'm seeing.
I mostly play cover stuff. I played in a couple cover bands.
But she's showing you singing too. So you do some backup vocals? Yes. She says I never miss it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I always ask her to be there with me.
She's never gonna miss those moments. Why is she taking a pic and putting it in my pocket?
I don't know. I'm gonna freak out in my pocket.
I will too. Just kidding.
There's not.
Not a pic? Why is she telling me she's on one?
There's a pick hanging in one guitar that she gave me that says, I pick you. With a little polished aluminum pick. I don't know if that's it. She's not on the pick.
She's telling me it's on the pic. Were you guys doing rock songs as well?
Yeah.
Not country, she's telling me.
No.
Well, fuck that. I was gonna sing with you if it was country, but I feel like it's the stuff that I can't do. It's the guy stuff, is what she's showing me. No girls allowed, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's all men in your, like, she's showing me.
There's a girl singer in one of the bands I play in. Yeah.
Not much, she says.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I play that with my
You play the other ones more. Yeah, she showed me, like, you have a band that's mostly guys, is what I'm seeing. Again, I don't just want to say she goes, right? She's showing me different things. Why is she adding chain, chain, chain?
Chain, 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 like
Yeah.
coins?
No, the song, chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Why is she adding that? Is it Aretha Franklin? Yeah. Come on, folks. Help me. Why is she adding that? Okay. I mean, that's a girl song for sure. But anyways, I don't know if I'm supposed to interpret that some other way for you.
I don't know. I might freak out though if later if Devin says Christy wants to play Shane Shane.
Yeah, somebody message me.
Add it to the list of new songs, and I'll let you know later. But
Yeah. Tell
I
her
can see you singing that.
I would like to sing it with her. Yeah. I don't have time. Sorry. I always have to tell everybody I'm a really crappy friend, you guys. Like I don't have time to be a friend, but I love you. So there's that. Yeah, I know that he loves you very much. She. She. I said he because I just got a male over here who's gonna drive me nuts if I don't pay attention to him. Sorry. She. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. She sends her love. I have to turn around. I have a young male who's coming through here, and he's telling me he's yours. This is your brother, correct? Pass. Who the hell's got the pot? Or the Kleenex? Here we go. Right in front of you. Yes, we got it. Okay. I just think there's no pot. Otherwise, you always have, right? I don't smoke either, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay. There's pot right there. Oh, we got it. Oh, she does have the pot. Oh, you really have a pot. Oh, wow. So, you guys, everything that comes out of my mouth, it doesn't come out of by chance, right? Things that are you, and it's funny because you told me I needed to say this. When you're resonating with something that I'm saying for somebody else in this room, it is because your child is working with me to make these connections, right? And so while your children are working with me to make these connections, if there's anything that I could bring up in this room, in this minute amount of time that we have, and the things that they're bringing up are resonating with you as well to touch your heart with your children's love. So know that the Me Too moments are really meant to be. That's because your children are here. It's perfect proof of that, honestly. So the fact that I brought up pot 3 times and she's wearing a damn pot leaf on her neck, you know, and she's like, my son. And it's your son as well, correct? Not a daughter, sorry. But yeah, so, yes. So he's making me say pass, like, yes, got it. Anyways, I do have a brother who's coming through for you, and he's making me feel as though his passing was fairly sudden, very sudden, he's telling me, and unexpected. Why is he talking about the pot as well? Just a little bit. Not too much, he said. Super smart kid. Why do I feel like you got the brains? Were you getting all the A's? He's showing, you did too? He's showing me my sister's got like all the A's, not me. So, but he's showing me doing extra college for you as well. Yes, you both did college, he's telling me. But were you going back?
I did some more online school.
He says you went back after he passed. He says, I'm so, but what do I, like, this is after college was done then? Because he's showing me you went back.
Yeah, but
Not after you passed. Okay, cool. But why do I feel like you were done with a degree?
I finished it.
So you had passed, so sorry, so you had passed and then you went back. And he showed me this one went back, right? And he's saying, I'm so proud of that. It's been a little bit as well for his passing, he's telling me. So was this just in the last couple of years though? It's been a few months? He's telling me it's just been a little bit, like it's very recent. Girls, how did you find this? Can I ask? About this reading? How did you find Helping Parents Heal? Can I ask?
Just like other great support groups, and then they recommended this, and I had seen you years back.
The only reason I ask is because Heaven's working overtime to get them here if it's only been 2 months, you know? So, now he makes me feel like he spoke to you not long before his passing as well. But was it like a week before? He's making me feel like within the week before is what I'm seeing. And he's making me feel like, but were you not talking to him as often? He says it's okay. Still close. Doesn't matter. Now he's making me feel like he's at a house just before his passing as well. And he is making me feel like he's alone just before this as well. He's alone. With that, he's making me feel a bit woozy as well. So was he medicated? Don't know the details of what happened? All the details, okay. But he's telling me my actions brought this about as well. Do you understand that? Okay. Why am I going off-roading? Hold on just a second. It's not off-road. Why is he taking me? Were you girls talking about going to the ocean?
I just came from the ocean, from a cruise.
Did you? No, this is like an off-road thing. So I don't know if this is a trip that you took with your brother. But to the ocean, he's telling me. With all of us, he's saying. But more than once, he says as well. So you guys did family vacations with the cruises? Well, why is he telling you spoke of doing another? So were we talking about doing another family cruise coming up? It's funny because she's talking about the cruise too. Nothing happens by chance. We had that conversation, right? Okay. I'm trying to place this. That your parents are going on a cruise? Okay, he's talking about parents then, right? But he's making me feel like they're talking about another one coming up, and he says, I'm going. Please know that he's going on that trip. Look, and I love, my hand keeps going in front of this lady right here, who's like helping us with the cruise word, right? That's a big cruise, he's telling me. And I love that they're still going, especially with a tragedy like this going on, you know, in their hearts, so I think it'll be good for them. But were they not doing the Caribbean? He says it's not the Caribbean. It's a regular, like, awesome cruise is what I'm saying. Why is he handing me wine?
Open heart.
Are they touring like some of the wine country or something in Europe, maybe? You can find out, you know what I mean? But he's taking me to, like, you guys have never been to Europe. Anybody? Like, anybody been on a cruise to Europe? Do you go to wine areas or something? No? Okay. Is there wine areas in Europe? I don't know.
Lots of, yes, lots
There's
of
wine
them.
everywhere.
Lots of them,
In
yes.
my world there is. Yes. I don't know what that means. Okay. Were we talking about a surgery? Correcting here? In the leg? But were they adding hardware to that?
I have hardware, yeah.
He's showing me adding hardware, but why do I feel like they fixed a stance?
Because I have CP.
What is
I've had a lot of surgeries because of my CP,
cerebral palsy? I love to learn, so, right? And I love that your brother's teaching me, but he's telling me your stance is better. Were you wearing braces before that? Because he's showing you had braces, and he's saying, I'm so proud of your strength. I feel like you're doing amazing. And I don't think anybody knows how difficult it is for you to live and walk and hold yourself so stoic the way that you do, but know that your brother knows. He says, I'm so proud. He's like, you should see everything she's done. She's done surgery, so she's got hardware, but she stands up. And he says, I'm so proud of you. You're just like everybody else, he says. Why is talking about hand exercises though? Were we doing some new strength stuff for this? Just the walking? No, he's telling me, why is he taking me to your hand? Were you having issues with your hand? I don't know, I guess. It could be, but he's showing me hand, like, why does he make me feel like there was a hand issue? I think I'm still talking about her. And maybe that's why he's showing hand exercises, like you're doing a lot with your hands or something, you know? What are you doing, can I ask?
No, I work from home.
Okay, got it. Typing? Oh, me too, girl. I have to wear a thing on my finger because I'm so ugly for writing all day and stuff, but know that your brother is with you every single day, girls. I promise. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more. Elizabeth, I know that we're close on time. We're like, what, a quarter till?
Yes, so we have just about 15 minutes left, if that's okay. Is that okay?
You want to keep going?
Sure.
I didn't know if you needed, everybody's like, yes. Please keep going. I just want, you guys want to go, let me hand it over to Elizabeth, or you want me to stay?
Nobody wants to hear me.
Sorry. I love how much this is. Oh my gosh, you guys, the stuff this woman does and the amount of time that she dedicates to this.
Oh. Thank you.
Okay, I don't know what it is that I'm seeing. Were you dancing recently, sweetheart? Yes, you. Why am I seeing a dumb dance? I'm getting pulled over this way. I have a young male who's dancing a silly dance for me. So we have a son that's passed, correct? But what's with it? Like, it's like TikTok dancing that I'm seeing. Were you just doing some TikTok dances? No, he wasn't. No, her. Like, were you not? That would be why I want to make sure that I'm with you, is why. But I'm seeing like dumb dances, yes, like maybe a mom dumb dance. I don't know, like, but I'm seeing. Okay. What was that? Like it. So there is a TikTok time. Okay, because he's pulling me to you and giving me TikTok, but then he's giving me a dumb dance. So are you like me, where you try to keep up with the kids and we suck at it? Yes, girl. Like I do. I'm just gonna throw myself under that bus as well. Why does he tell me you're wearing me? So you're wearing him now? I'm on you. He's telling me. Is it his face? Yes. He's telling me it's my face. Shut up. Can we see it, or is it too much? Like, don't take all your clothes off, girl. Oh, look at him. Is that a mullet? No, it's I was like, yes! Okay, it's the shading. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is that? Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, love. Okay. Why did you tell me you were gonna go back, though? Were you gonna go back and add to that?
Yeah, I have a lot. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch. Like,
For him.
this is all for him.
He's telling me, yes, he's showing you go, look, he's like, she wasn't done yet. But were we adding the brother and sister? He's talking about adding more. He's getting a tattoo. But he's getting one, he's telling me. You have to wait that long? I'm pulling for you, man, I'm pulling for you. But why do I feel like his wasn't gonna match though? Was he gonna, did you want something separate from that? He's telling me that's not what he wants. So for me, that's okay that you want something, sorry mom. I'm saying it's okay that you want something separate and your brother's aware of it, because I don't feel like you have the same idea in mind. You might want to wait till you're 18, because otherwise mom's not going to approve that. So you do, if you go a little rogue, sorry mom, I'm so sorry. But I can't not, like, his brother's like, I got you, bro. Like, you don't have to get the same damn tattoo if you don't want to. And he's not offended by that, I promise, okay? Sorry, I'm so sorry, mom. Bring your kids, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Yeah. Okay. And then I gotta try to figure out what. He's bigger, though, he's telling me. He's the bigger brother? He says, I'm the biggest. Why is he stacking the kids up? Is there some picture that we have with the kids?
I have pictures that when you walk in my door.
Stacked.
They're like in order. Like this.
Stacking it up. But next to that, is there a light? Like a candle type thing? Yes. Is it stacked? No, the pictures. That's not it. That's okay. I almost feel like we're stacked in a pyramid, or stacked, you know what I mean, if I describe it that way. Does somebody have a picture of their kids stacked in a pyramid? That's you, isn't it? That's why I'm pulling over here. Sorry, because we're in the same area and we're close to the inn, some of these kids might go rogue. Sorry. But that's another son as well, correct? That's passed? Which is why I didn't feel the change. Sorry, you guys. So I got your boys working together. But I'm like, no. That's why I'm like, nope, that's not it. These kids are stacked in a pyramid. Like, were they on each other's backs? That's what I'm seeing. Sorry. Like, I'm literally seeing kids stacked in a freaking pyramid. Yes. Know that your son's giving you a hello from heaven. Yeah. He pulled it the fuck off. He's like, but yes. We'll like it. Okay. Why am I looking at a zoo animals with that? Now I don't know who I'm going to. Hold on just a second. Were you guys driving through animals? Yes. This is like a safari type thing. That's still you. Sorry. Why do I feel like they could, were they freaking the kids out? Because I feel like we were freaked out. Yeah, like they're coming to eat shit out of the car and we're screaming our fucking heads off. That. Oh my gosh. It was a minivan, they were driving through a safari and they had to have their door open the whole time. The animals were sticking their head in the van at the kids. Yes, so yeah. You don't have a mic, I'll repeat you, don't you worry. Know that your boys are working together for healing, honestly, is what's happening. And your brother just wanted to at least get you out of that damn matching tattoo that you almost got stuck getting. Now, I can't tell you what mom's gonna say after this, but I love it. Was he riding a motorcycle as well? No, that's not yours. Why am I getting Give Heaven Some Hell? For me, that's a motorcycle song. It's gotta be here.
I always listen to that song.
So it is you. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about then. Because that's why I asked if he was riding a motorcycle. You guys just trying to interpret it, because for me, that song is typically like, I hope you know the song, right? No? Oh, come on. I hope you hit those gold streets on 2 wheels. Hope the mansion in the sky's got a 10-acre field with some mud and some hubs you can lock in. Make them thunder, make them wonder how you got in. Yeah, it's a really good song.
Aww,
but
beautiful.
I was getting Give Heaven Some Hail. And then, yeah, anyways, so that is your boy getting me back to you. Sorry. It's a really good song, folks. Pull it up, listen to it. It's pretty awesome. It's really how heaven should be perceived, in my opinion. Because we just go sliding in sideways with our pinky up in the air, screaming, woo, what a ride. And then sometimes we go, let's go back. And then most times we just go, no, I'll just sit this out. Your children will be there when you get there. I think a common question to me, you guys, is like, wait, if we believe in multiple lives, because I don't want to make a comment like that and leave you like, wait, what? I say that it takes about 100 years or more in our timing to plan another life. There is no time in heaven. So please do not worry about your children coming back before you get there. They'll be there for you. You'll have the opportunity to go back with them or go, you know what, fuck it. You were a hot mess last time. I'm gonna sit this one out, let somebody else go in my place. Woo! You know what I mean? If they do decide to go back. So you'll have choices, is what everybody has free will in heaven. And so please know you don't have to stress about that. There's another son back here, correct? I feel like I have another son coming back here. No, I'm going to the side. Oh, no, it is. Hold on. Why are they putting one girl in the middle? You have a daughter that's passed? Here? No, the young couple. They're telling me there's one girl in the middle. We're not talking about her, sorry. I feel like I got these sons, but I got this little girl in the middle that I need to pay attention. I know, yes. You're just making me through, yes. I feel like your boys are, like I'm getting the boys over here, but they're telling me, no, there's a little girl in the middle that we need to talk about. So you have a daughter in heaven, correct? She's making me feel like she passed fairly young as well. Very young, she's telling me. She's showing me there is life experience for her though, as well. So was she born, she's not born sleeping, she's telling me. Do you understand that? Okay. I feel like we're having issues beforehand though. So we had complications with that pregnancy? Okay. But she's telling me mostly full term. So she's mostly full term. She's past the 20-week mark, correct?
She passed before the 20-week.
I feel like I'm right at that spot. Does that make sense? So for me, because I feel like when she's telling me mostly full term, I feel like I'm a viable pregnancy at this point, or I would be considered close to viable. Does that make sense? But she's making me feel like there's movement stopping. So was she stopping movement a little bit just before this as well? Why do I feel like I'm getting scanned for that?
We found out something was wrong at an elective ultrasound to find out the gender.
Okay, because I'm scanning movement is what I'm seeing, sorry, and then I feel like that's when there's problems, correct? Okay, and she's telling me it's not down low, it's up high. So she had issues up high? She's telling me up high. She was having issues here as well? It's in her head, she's telling me. Does that make sense? Were they talking about it being moved? Why is she moving it?
They found out she had anencephaly, a neural tube defect, where her brain was both, like, part of her skull wasn't closed.
It's moved. Okay, so our skull typically doesn't close up here, but it's moved, she's telling me. So you do understand that? Okay, so maybe, I love to learn about these things. Your little girl is teaching me something right now that I can probably use at another reading in the future, which I love, love, love. Things that are unique are really important for me to learn so that I can deliver specific messages, right? And so she's telling me, no, there's this movement that happens with, so her soft spot basically, in layman's terms, is not in the right space. Does that make sense? Kind of. And she's telling me I'm not passing before birth, though. So she was still living, correct? And she's showing me having delivery early. So, but she does make me feel like not a normal delivery. So were we not having a normal delivery with her? It's not a miscarriage, she's telling me. So she's telling me this is forced. Do you understand that? She says it's okay. She was only meant to come and bless you with love and strength, and she wasn't meant to stay. She's perfect, and she's part of your team. And all the boys are going, hey, we need to talk about this little girl first. Now she says you spoke of having another baby. What's the two?
I have a daughter named Ava who's 8.
So there's 2 girls for you. She says, I love my sister. Now, why do I feel like she's bigger?
Ava, yeah, she's 8 years old.
Your 8-year-old daughter's bigger, correct?
Yeah.
She says she's bigger than me. Is Ava kind of a tomboy? Why do I feel like she was just playing in the dirt? I'm just gonna leave that with you, you know what I mean? You can like, I don't know. No, she does make me feel like you spoke of cremation as well. So we did have her cremated, and she's handing me ashes for you. She says you have ashes. Were we separating them, though? She's separating a few. What's the little metal?
Her ashes are in an urn, and inside the urn there is a metal, like, cremation license.
Oh, there's a little metal thing in there.
And then the urn twists, and it's a metal part where a candle can be.
There's a separate part.
Yeah.
She's separating the ashes for me with a little metal. So yeah, that sounds like a unique urn. I like it. But she says you did consider another baby. So are we talking about possibly doing another pregnancy?
We have been talking about it.
Why is she talking about, were you actually looking to adopt or bring a baby in? Why is she showing me looking for help with that?
I think she knows I want another baby very much, but she knows that we had very tragic loss even after her loss with other close family members.
2 more, she's telling me.
4 months after her, yes.
You understand that? She says it's okay. Know that she's got all of them in heaven. We're not going to connect with all of them right now because we're out of time. But your beautiful little girl is perfect, and her head is amazing, and she wasn't meant to stay. And the decisions that you had to make for her were purely out of love, the most loving decisions you ever could have made in your entire life. It takes immense strength to make those decisions, and she loves you for it. She says thank you. Okay? Yeah. With that being said, I'm going to hand this microphone back over to Elizabeth. Yes.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. So
You want me to take that?
let me just turn it off if I can.